Video games foster the mindset that allows creativity to grow. This was said by Nolan Bushnell, the founder of the Atari Game Company. From Pong to Call of Duty World War II being released this November, video games are one of the most popular forms of entertainment in today's society. Since the first video game, we have taken simple beams of light, single pixels, and moved by a joystick and a button, and turned them into these full characters that look, walk, and talk like real human beings. The history of video games, the popularities of certain genres, the topics of video games and violence, and the console wars are mainly what people think about when they think about video games. In 1970, Nolan Bushnell invented computer space, followed another year later by Pong, and then after that, he created Atari. In 1977, the video game industry crashed for the first time. This was dubbed the Atari debacle. Space Invaders was released in 1978, followed by Asteroids in 1979. This was just the start of the video game industry. In 1980, Pac-Man was released. In 1981, Donkey Kong was released. And in 1983, the video game E.T., based on the popular movie, was released, and the video game industry crashed. And I mean, it crashed hard. Some of the game cartridges are still buried in a New Mexican landfill. It was that bad. In 1984, Halicon, the first laser console disc console, was released, and in 1985, Super Mario Bros. And Tetris were released. In 1992, Mortal Kombat was released, followed by Doom in 1993. And then in 1995, PlayStation was released, the first PlayStation. In 1996, the N64 was released by Nintendo. And in 1998, GTA, the Grand Theft Auto series, and Dance Dance Revolution was released. In 2001, Microsoft released the Xbox and Nintendo released the GameCube. In 2003, the popular video game series, well, not series, but it's just been going on for a long time now, World of Warcraft was released. The first video game of the series Call of Duty was released also in 2003. 2004 was the year that Nintendo released the DS, and 2005, Sony released the PSP, the PlayStation Portable, and Microsoft released the 360. Followed by the release of the Wii and the PS3 in 2006, and in 2010, Minecraft was released. Yay! Single blocks, let's go. And in 2013, Nintendo released the Wii U, and GTA 5 was released, which actually broke a record for selling over $8 million worth of the game in 3 days. In 2017 now, this year, the Nintendo has released the Switch, and both Xbox and the PlayStation are releasing new consoles this year. Over the past decades, there have been many different consoles that fought against each other. Most popular would be the console wars. This is Sony versus Microsoft. Most recent fights are versus Xbox One and PS4. The Xbox One was released on November 22nd of 2003 that cost $499. PlayStation was released soon after that for $399.99. There's many technical specifications that have people question which one should I buy. The major focus when discussing video games on the news is their violent effect on teenagers. Many people speculate this because this is the reasoning for all these shootings in public places because of so many violent video games now. According to a 2001 U.S. Surgeon General report, though, The strongest risk for factors in school shootings are centered on mental stability and the quality of home life, not the media exposure. Video games are a part of history that have gone through many changes since the beginning. The industry is a thriving business reaching all ages. Video games are now one of the most popular forms of entertainment. It seems there is a new video game coming out every day, and the trends are always changing. The history will continue to grow, genre popularity will change. No more Call of Duty, not the cool thing anymore. More controversy will arise. The console wars will fight on with the new releases each year, feels like, and the industry will flourish though for decades, years, decades, and even centuries to come.